Greetings, my name is Lucy Peters-Morn, and I'm the CEO and founder of W.H.E.W, like to exhale, woo! And it's an acronym that stands for Women Healing and Empowering Women. That's W.H.E.W. It's a reentry program, and for those who do not know what reentry means, reentry is a term that's used for people who were formerly incarcerated and they're reentering society. But we're not only addressing issues around reentry, we also addressing issues around domestic violence and homelessness, because women of color are the fastest group going to prison right now. So that is the target that we're looking to address. And the number one reason that most women are in prison is due to domestic violence. Some way or form or shape is connected to domestic violence. And the immediate reason for homelessness for women is domestic violence. So there is no way to address one issue without addressing the other three. To launch W.H.E.W, we decided, in honor of October being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, that we would launch the organization by having a conference in which we will have guest speakers who are professionals and specialists in their own fields, to discuss these issues, to discuss issues around reentry, to discuss issues around domestic violence, homelessness, and the negative aspects of hip-hop and how it relates to all these things that we're discussing right now. And also having workshops that address other obstacles and other challenges and situations that is a part of the madness that we find in communities of color. And then we're ending it on the note of a fundraiser to generate monies for resources to facilitate all the things that we want to do in addressing these issues. There's no way that we can properly address these issues without the resources. And so for those 2 days, the first day on the 27th, October 27th, it will be taking place at Diverse Works. Diverse Works is an art space that just celebrated its 25th anniversary, and it's an honor to have my launch, my first year of the conference. That will be an annual event called W.H.E.W Presents the Second Chance Project via Connect the Dots, because one, these women deserve a second chance in life. After all the challenges that they have gone through, they need an opportunity to have a second chance. And by way of connecting the dots, so that people are more informed and educated about all the issues that are connected together to cause women to be in the predicament in which a lot of them are in today. We're going to have Joyce Ann Brown, who is my mentor, and she's the CEO and founder of MASS, Mothers and Fathers, in parentheses, for Social Services, Inc. She has started this organization as a result of being incarcerated for 9 years, months, I think 10 months and some days, for a crime that she did not commit. And it wasn't until her story hit 60 Minutes that she was finally released from prison. And she made a promise to God that if she was ever released from prison, that she would be a voice for people who are incarcerated, and more importantly for people who were unfairly or unjustly incarcerated. And so she will be one of our speakers addressing issues around reentry. Also, we will be having Reginald Gordon, who is a formerly incarcerated person as well, who's the CEO and founder of W.H.E.W. And he too, his organization addresses issues around reentry and educating the community and parents about negative aspects of gangs and gang cultures, and how that involves a large number of our community, people in our community, going to prison. We are going to have L.Y. Marlowe, who is the author of Color Me Butterfly. She's a fourth-generation survivor of domestic violence, and she's going to be sharing about the challenges that she and her family have faced in terms of a fourth-generation survivor of domestic violence, but more importantly, she's coming from a place of healing and empowerment as opposed to victimization. We will be having Judy Snow, and Ben DeSoto, who will be talking about issues around homelessness on Saturday, October 27th. All three of the people that I just mentioned are guest speakers for the 27th. And we will be having Noah Rattler, who walked from Houston, Texas to Santa Monica, California to address issues around homelessness as well. So, and he will be coming out to speak on the 28th to talk about the solutions around homelessness. So these are the guest speakers that will be taking part in the workshop and the conference for Saturday and Sunday. There is two groups of people that I really want to be in the house. And one of those groups is wealthy white people who live in the vicinity who have chosen to be in denial or chosen to be blind with seeing the things that are around them while they live a certain quality of life and not taking into consideration people right outside their doorstep having the challenges that they have and pretending as though they're oblivious to it or that those people are invisible or that those buildings are not really jails. No, they're universities or whatever that they choose to do to ignore what's going on around them. But I'm hoping that this information that has been shared will jar them out of their place of comfortableness and come out and take part in learning about these issues and these problems and wanting to take part in becoming a part of the solution. And the other group that I want to reach out to is the so-called young, conscious, progressive black community. What I'm witnessing within that group as well is this energy of pretentiousness coming along as well. And this attitude of pseudo-bourgeoisie that is coming along with it too, that is causing me to have this bittersweet feeling towards looking at this group that once was a very small number in terms of the so-called cultural conscious community. I'm calling out to those folks that go to Pisano's on Sunday that want to get up and do their poetry and what have you and sound and pontificate and all that. And yet I want to know, what are y'all doing? Because our community around us, our communities, we're dying. And we're not only dying in communities in Houston, but we are dying in communities in the United States and on a global level. I'm hoping that I can jar a consciousness in those two groups, wealthy white folks and the pseudo-bourgeoisie black folks, to come out to this conference and let's get awkward, because it's going to take getting awkward and uncomfortable and feeling emotions that are not fun to feel. But that is the only way we're going to break through to manifest the positive things that can come if we were to choose to be awkward for a while.